Today's broadcast is being brought to you by WokeSkipTracing.com. Look up phone numbers and email addresses with ease, with pricing as low as only 15 cents per match. Not per search, per match. If there's no number or email address, you don't pay. Get accurate data in just minutes. WokeSkipTracing.com. That's WokeSkipTracing.com. All right, what's up? It's about that time. It's Monday Night Raw, real estate style. What's going on, party people? It's your favorite day of the week. It's Monday, the day you go out and do your follow-ups, the day you go call all the people back that you went around and drove for dollars with, the day you go out and do something great and hopefully get yourself a deal or two. Hopefully you all having a great day so far. Hope you had a great weekend, and we're back to the business. The business never quit. Like I say, everybody else on weekend, I be saying ramp it up on the weekend, but everybody else go to sleep, not me. What's up, y'all? So tonight we got a great show for you, and we got some great shows coming up for you as well. We are streaming all the way live in multiple places, streaming live on YouTube at Chris Monroe STL. We're streaming live on Facebook. We're streaming live in the Woke Real Estate Investors Group as well. We're streaming live temporarily here on Instagram. For people watching on Instagram, hop on over to the YouTube channel for the full experience for tonight's show. So we got a great topic talking about family credit and things like that. So go ahead and put your name in and where you're coming in from so I can get you a shout out before we get started with the show. And let you get a couple of quick announcements before we get this thing going. What up? All right, let's see what we got here. So let's see. Today is the 29th, and next week is the 6th. The 6th of July, we're going to be on with Mr. Antonio J. Edwards, flipping houses in a competitive market. That's next week, Monday night, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. Chopping it up with him. He's out of Florida in one of those competitive markets. We're going to pick his brain. Been in the game, I believe, over 10 years. So we definitely want to get him in on the show to see how we can compete. Not just compete, dominate others. That's what I should have said. Dominate the others in a competitive market, because it's only as competitive as you think it is. So that's next week on July the 6th. Let's see. After that, let's see. On the 20th of July, we're on with the Flip Man, Ty, aka the Flip Man, Ass Flip Man. He changed his name to recently. Much better handle. We're going to be on with him. He's helped a lot of people close deals and learn this real estate business when it comes to wholesaling, talking the right talk, walking the right walk, and all that. And we'll be on with him on July the 20th, so be tuned in for that as well. Let's see here. On the 27th of July, we're on with Miss Charmaine Robinson out of Chicago, real estate attorney, also known as True Lawyer over on IG. True Lawyer. Check her out. We'll be talking about how to invest in tax liens and tax deeds. That's Monday, July 27th. And we're going to get that thing going as well. If you ever want to be notified of any shows that are coming up, all you got to do is text JV to 31996. That'll get you on the notification squad. Plus, you'll get the free joint venture agreement. Works with wholesalers, real estate agents, other real estate investors, and more. Just text JV to 31996. It's really easy. You'll be like, oh, I don't have to remember when the show's coming on. I don't have to remember anything. It came right in my phone. We love systems. I'm all about systems. And if you want to get more information on learning this real estate, there's the website at the bottom, wokerealestate.com. So go ahead and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Give it a like. Give it a share if you care. Let's see here. Also, the Facebook group, if you haven't joined that, that's a free group. Woke Real Estate Investors on Facebook, talking about subject to, talking about lease options, talking about wraparound mortgages, and so much more. Check it out. Learn from the people around you, because you know the people around you are going to make you successful or not. Show me your friends, and I will show you your future. So definitely want to be surrounded by like-minded individuals, and you can do that in the free Woke Real Estate Investors group on Facebook. So let's see what we got over here. Monday Night Raw. That's right. It's going down watching with my teenager. This is life-changing information. Thankful for Mr. I Stay Woke. Thank you, Angie. You're the best. You know, you got to have some good people around, and you're one of the good people that I want around too, because you're a good person as well. Thank you. Appreciate you as well. Let's see what we got here. Alex from California, West Coast in the building. Yeah, that's one of those competitive markets I was just talking about when it comes to dealing in this real estate. It makes it difficult. The real estate is no joke. Let me see something here. Who else we got in here? Michael, what up? This is great stuff. A buffet of knowledge. So you can just pick and choose. You want to know about credit? Come on and eat. You want to know about wholesaling? Come on and eat. You want to know about creative real estate strategies, deal structuring, and all that stuff? Come on and eat. That's what we do. Let me see what's going on here with what you call here while I check that. Let's see here. WD Property. What up, Darian? Out here making that money, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see what's going on with Miss what you call. I don't see her in the green room here. Let's see here. So like I say, put your name in and where you're coming in from, and we'll give you a shout out. And here. So like I said, for tonight, you tags, you can tag people too. I forgot. Tag people. Tag somebody. What's up, Hakeem from DC? One of those competitive markets as well. I know y'all got those houses. They want some good money for that stuff, so I ain't wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with it. So what's up with Tay over here? Jesse over here on IG. What's up? Who else up in here? ATL, Kameen, KY the King, and all these other jokers. Jokers and smokers. Are you smokers or jokers? So like I said, if y'all watching over here on IG, hop on over to the YouTube channel at Chris Monroe STL for the full experience. So let's see what we got here. So we're going to get this thing going. And tonight's show, we're on with Miss Just Ask Andy, talking about building family credit. Building family credit so we can get your numbers right so you can leverage it and parlay it into an empire. I mean, and when you start thinking about, you know, credit and things like that, most people don't know what they're doing with it. You know, it's really that simple. They really don't know what they're doing. So that's why I try to take my time to bring on experts, because I know a little bit about it, but I don't know everything. That's one thing you got to remember and know yourself. Do you really know everything or not? Because if you don't, you want to surround yourself with other experts, other bright minds, people who have studied these topics and know more about it than you do. So that's just one of those things you got to definitely make sure of. And let's see what we got here. What's up, Letitia and Harold Riley? What's up, Chris, all the way from South Kakalaki, South Carolina? All right. Yeah, South Kakalaki. So you know you're from the South when you're saying that type of stuff. Say somewhere, huh? Good to see you. Rodney Hill from the ATL. What up, bro? Down there. One of my friends just moved down to ATL. They say they're trying to do real estate down there. And that's another one of those, I think, competitive markets as well, but I'm not sure. I don't deal in ATL. So good to see you as well. Let's see here. I don't know I was trying to see if I'm waiting on her to come into the green room here before we get this show started. Let me see what's going in. Let me see where she is. Maybe she's having some technical difficulties, but she'll be on in just a moment here. And so, yeah. So what do y'all think when it comes to credit? Do you think people really know what's going on with it? What do you feel like is a good credit score? And, you know, I was even saying when it comes to credit anyway, people, you know, don't die with an 800 credit score. What good is it to be like, I worked all this time, built up all this debt, paid off all time for years and years and years and years, just to die with an 800 credit score and never do nothing with it? I mean, is that smart? It's not smart to me. You know, I know if I get up to 800, ching ching, I'm gonna parlay that bad boy into a empire. You say 700 is good, Hakeem? I know 700 would be good. The 700 club. That's where people want to be at. But it's, you know, it's hard for some. Some never see that 700 club. They stuck in the fives and the sixes, or they get up to 680. Because I know they just changed a bunch of stuff when it comes to the mortgages and things like that to make it so you have to have, I believe, a 760 or something now. They went up. It didn't used to be that much before, but now they've gone up on it to where they want you to have even more of a better credit score. So I'm like, that's crazy. We don't want that. Let me see what's going on with Miss Andy here. Let's see here. So yeah, so that's when I say when it comes to credit and stuff like that, a lot of people just build it all up, get it all ready, and never do nothing with it. My motto is get that credit built up and parlay that thing. Use that credit to leverage and catapult you into the next tax bracket, catapult you into financial freedom, catapult you into something bigger and better than what you are now. Because I mean, I know some people with some, high scores like 830 and 825. I'm like, damn, that's a high score. What you doing with it? Nothing. And it's kind of like, it's kind of creepy for real. Because if you get up to an 800 score, it just makes you more afraid to lose my 800 and something score. It's like you're more afraid, like a person that's never had $1 million. They say when you get $1 million, the first thing you think is how afraid you are to lose this $1 million. And I think that's true. People get afraid when they get something that they've worked so hard for. They're afraid to ever use it, leverage it, or do something with it. So I don't know what's going on here. Let me see if I can do this. See what's happening. So yeah, that's the biggest thing, parlay that thing into an empire. Let me see what's going on with Andy. Maybe she having some trouble with her thing or something. Something like that. What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Chris Buys Homes. I see you. Trying to see what's going on with the credit and wealth strategist. Just ask Andy. She should be coming in a moment, I guess, if I can get in contact with her. Let me see here. Say life might have happened. You know how that can go. But nevertheless, like I say, that credit stuff is no joke. I'll tell you this, what I know about credit. You got to pay all your bills on time. You know that. You do one little hiccup, they going to ding you. And you do another thing called that bankruptcy. If you feel like you got too much credit or your credit is bad, then people tell people to go file bankruptcy. I say never go file that. Never go do that. That's like suicide, because that thing stay on your credit report for 10 years. That's no good. It's all right. We patiently waiting. Thank you, Angie. We appreciate you. I don't know what's going on with her thing here. I sent her the thing and she wrote back earlier. So let's see here. Let me see if I can reach so we can teach. Let me see here. So hopefully she'll pop up here in a second. So like I say, that when it comes to this stuff here, this credit stuff is no joke. Let's see here. What you say, that hat hard in a mug? Well, you know what you can do if you like this hat? You can go to wokerealestates.com and get you one. Get it in red, get it in blue, get it in the color that make you cool. Whatever you like, just do it. wokerealestate.com, where you want to get contracts, cool gear, and coaching. And for those of you watching in the Woke Real Estate Investing group, like this person here, I can't see who it is, the Facebook user, there's a link down in the description. All you have to do is click that link that gives this platform, StreamYard, permission to basically show your name. Do you all have any questions about anything while we're waiting, by the way, so I can at least provide you value? Doing homework and listening to you all, taking notes. That's what I'm talking about. Chris, what's good in the hood? Everything's good, man. We just out here trying to make it. So I just got a lead that just came in as well while I was getting ready to push the live button. Somebody came in, they put in on our website that they want to sell their house. So after about 5 minutes, it automatically sends them an email to say that, yeah, my assistant just forwarded you this information a few minutes ago. Quick question. If you got the right price, how fast would you like to sell? They said today. Whoa, that sounds like motivation right there, don't it? Today. Too bad. I'm gonna have to call him after the show and see what happens with that. So he says, let me see, is this a he? I don't even know if it's a he or a she. Yeah, somebody named Tyrone. You better call Tyrone. All right, so he wants to sell a house in East St. Louis. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. We know that ain't worth that much over there, so it's gonna be in the single digits. Let's see what's going on with Miss Andy here, though. This is unusual. Maybe something life happened. Maybe something serious. You never know. That's the only thing when you got live. Life can happen when you're live. No job when you're live. So let's see what we got here. But Chris, good or bad credit isn't stopping you from moving and shaking in real estate. I would agree, Sean, because I don't use my credit, and I rarely use much cash to deal in real estate. That's why I teach and preach creative real estate. Being creative, creating and structuring a deal where it's a win for the seller, a win for the buyer and a win for you as the investor to put it all together. Because most people think when they want to do what? Sell their house, they want to do what? One thing. Let's throw it on the MLS and pray. Yeah, that's a good option for some people, but many times putting it on the MLS and praying doesn't work. So they got to find a person like me, a person like you that's been trained, that's learned some of this game to learn how to make deals happen, to solve problems for people. I mean, you can make a lot of money in this business and you can solve a lot of problems, but it's not always about just the money. You are actually truly helping people. You're helping people with a problem. And like I say, the first thing they think is throw it up on the MLS and pray, or throw it up for sale by owner and hope, but you never know. And then somebody come along and say, I'm a wholesaler up for $2 and go sell it for 100,000. No, that don't work with all deals, because some people have loans on their property and they have different situations. Maybe a property has more in repairs than it should, or than one may think. So it's a lot of ways that things like that may happen, where they need a professional real estate investor such as myself, such as you, that can step in and make it do what it do. And like I say, I don't use my credit. I don't believe in putting debt in your name to buy real estate. Now, there are some ways you can do it, but I wouldn't do it like that. Going to the bank, applying for a 30-year mortgage and letting it sit on my credit for 30 years. No, not me. Leave it in the seller's name if you can. And sometimes you can. But so yeah, that's true what you said there, Sean. It won't stop you from moving and shaking, especially if you learn these creative strategies at all. Let's see here. Yes, I have a house under contract and there are 2 sellers. I only got 1 seller to sign. I have to get both sellers to sign, but can I file a memorandum with 1 signature? You can file a memorandum. The thing is that, it may not hold up if you have to contest it, or if they contest it or give you problems later. So that's the thing, just like anything when it comes to legal stuff, because just like everything else in this litigious society, we want to sue somebody for something, right? We want to put something on somebody, right? Say, hey, yeah, we want to sue you because we don't like you for whatever reason. And that's basically what this would be. And that doesn't mean that they're going to succeed. They can sue you for no reason or any reason at all. Just like you can put this memorandum for no reason or any reason at all. And that doesn't mean that you're going to get what you want, because when it goes to court and they look at all the documents and look at it, that might be the caveat where they get out of having to pay you some release fee or some money, whatever you're trying to get out of it at that point. So this is some legal mumbo jumbo as usual when it comes to real estate, but keep it simple. And I wouldn't file a memorandum unless you felt like there was a reason. Do you feel like there's a reason to file a memorandum? And for people that are wondering, what's a memorandum? That's just a document you can file to basically cloud the title to prevent others from coming in and trying to buy the same house that you have under contract. It puts the public on notice to let people know that, yes, we have this property under contract, and it doesn't disclose the amount, preferably. That's what the memorandum just says. They agree to sell me the house, I agree to buy the house, and we put in the public on notice, so don't try to move in and mess with our deal. So it kind of try to help you out there. So hopefully that happened to help you out there. Let me see if I can call her again on this thing. Phone ain't even ringing either. Let's see here. Life might have happened. I know she got some little babies, so that might have slowed her up a little. What's up? What's up? ANG term. So yeah, let's see here. Never sign a contract without both parties or a time frame on the next signature. Yeah, exactly. And when you closing these deals, it's good to close all parties. Close all parties, and you should be good to go. It shouldn't have been really even being negotiated without talking to the other party, the husband, the wife, the cousin, the auntie, the uncle, the other trusted advisor that's on the documentation. In fact, I'm working on a deal right now where it's a guy basically inherited a property, but his attorney told him to go ahead and put his siblings on the deed as well. Hold on one second. Yeah, so he put his attorney told him to put his siblings on there as well. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. But I mean, well, you can do it. He did do that. And now that I'm ready to buy this house, he's got to go back and get his brother and his sister to sign off on the property. So, that could be an issue. I don't know if it is going to be an issue or not, but it potentially could be an issue. Say the sister say, oh, I don't agree with the price, or oh, I don't agree with the terms. Oh, no, I want to get $5,000 for mama's house. Mama's house ain't worth nothing. Mama's house been sitting for over 2 years vacant. They tried to sell it on the MLS and couldn't sell it. And now they came across me, and I'm going to step in and try to save the day. So that's the kind of stuff that can happen with that. So yes, there is money on the table. So if I filed a memorandum and the property is financed, this will trigger the due on sale clause. No, that will not trigger the due on sale clause. The only thing that could possibly trigger the due on sale clause is a transfer of the, let me see what we got here. People texting and calling. Is a transfer of the deed. And they don't mean they have to do it. It's up to them. They have the right to call the loan due, which most times they don't. There's really no reason for a bank to call a loan due that's performing. Now, if you're late, not performing, causing problems, all that type of stuff, that's something different. But if you're on time, banks typically don't care. Not saying that they wouldn't ever do it, but it's just, it don't happen to many people. It can happen, but if you think about it too hard, it'll happen to you. All right, let's see here. WD, I think department, or let's see, I think debt is the tool like cash. Oh, you think debt is a tool like cash? When used correctly, it will open up doors for you didn't know existed. Good debt is 10 times better than bad debt. Exactly. But you got to be smart about this stuff. You got to be smart. You got to be intelligent. You got to stay woke or you'll wind up broke. And you don't want to do that. Any other questions or anything I can handle for you guys while we wait for Miss Andy? Let me see what's going on with her. I don't know. I know she's on Central Time. I think she's in Texas. So I know it's not a time zone confusion because that can happen too. Be like, oh, I thought that was this time. Have me on here yakking for an hour. I can yak though. Yakety yak. Don't come back. Let me see here. See if I can reach her right quick. Let me send a message or something too, because I don't know what's going on with here. Give me one moment. You are. So yeah, that's that there. So that's what you want to do. So good debt. You don't want to use bad debt. You want to use good debt. Good debt. Get good in the hood. So let's see here. Sounds like more like you're trying to force someone to sell their property. Why do you say that? You should never force anybody to sell their property. It's more so, like I was saying, with that particular. So let me make sure I put this in context. So the house that I'm buying, the guy has been taking care of this house for 2 years, making mortgage payments on it, cutting the grass, raking the leaves, shoveling snow, paying the utility bills, all the stuff that comes with home ownership for 2 whole years. This individual himself, not his brother, not his sister, nobody else cares about this house, right? So it's like after all this time, nobody tried to help him make no payments. Nobody tried to help him take care of this property, and it's been sitting vacant for 2 years. So now I come along, I'm ready to buy it, but they happen to be told to put his sister and brother on the deed as well. So that could potentially be a problem. It may not be a problem, but it could potentially be a problem. So it's not that we're forcing anybody to do anything. But when you look at the real context of things, this man is taking care of a whole house. He ain't getting nothing out of it. Ain't nobody living in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they stuck trying to figure out what's going on. So I want to make sure that was in context. We're not trying to make anybody do anything. And I'm just saying I would have never advised him to go put his brother and sister on a deed like that. I mean, I just would have never did. I mean, there were some other ways to do it. They were saying in case something happened to him, they wanted somebody else to be able to get it. He could have did that with the will or did that with a lot of other instruments other than putting somebody on the deed. Because remember this, when you put a loan in your name, or not even a loan, I'm sorry, forget the loan. You put debt in your name or a deed in your name. You put the deed of a house in your name. Chris Monroe owns a house, right? Lo and behold, I get in some car accident and I wreck somebody's car. Or lo and behold, somebody slip and fall on the front of the property. Lo and behold, something happened where somebody decides they want to sue Chris Monroe. They look it up online. Chris Monroe, are you own all this real estate? We finna get him. Yeah, baby, we finna lock him down because you got all this property in your name. So you got a big red bullseye on your back by having property in your name. So that's why I would never say put a property in your name, period, let alone have multiple people on a thing, period. Because say if his brother got baby mama drama child support, You see what I'm saying? See if his sister got some problems, or like I just gave in that example. That attaches to the property now. Now you got a lien and a judgment on your property, and you can't sell it because of some stuff you had no control over. And you don't want to be in that boat. Does that make sense to you? Did I explain that well? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if I'm making sense to you here. Okay, thanks. How do you know? Let's see here. How do you suggest approach someone that is with a contract in person via email is more efficient? So yeah, I'm all about virtual. I live in team virtual. Everything we do in this business ain't nothing but what? Paperwork. Paperwork makes that paperwork. The house itself can get in the way. People itself can get in the way. If your paperwork tight, that's going to save the deal when it comes to real estate. So I'm always going to side on virtual if I can do it. I want to lock it up before I even go see it, preferably as well. I want to have it under contract prior to even seeing the house. But my contract protects me because it has out clauses saying subject to inspection and other out clauses like that. So hopefully that helped you out there. Let's see here. How do you negotiate putting a lockbox on a property? Good question. I don't negotiate putting a lockbox on a property. It's in my purchase and sales agreement already. Seller agrees that buyer is able to put lockbox on property to facilitate ease of access. I'm done. I don't ask anybody. I just assume it, just like you would assume a sale. It's in the contract. We can put a lockbox on the property. When they sign off on the purchase and sales agreement, they've already signed off on that. I don't ask them, hey, yeah, you think it's okay if I put a lockbox on there? I don't ask them questions. You know, especially if I get it under contract, I don't do that anyway. So that's a good question, though. I don't negotiate that. And I've even seen people in the past, come back and, asking me different questions like that. So one of my students a couple months ago had a property out of town, and they were saying, yeah, I'm going to go on Amazon, buy a lockbox, ship it to the seller, and go have the seller put the lockbox on the property. No, please don't do that. So that's what they did. And I said, no, don't do that. You need boots on the ground. You need somebody on the ground that can actually go to the property, put your lockbox on there so that, people can see it or whatever you need to do as far as handling on the ground situations. Does that make sense? So does that make sense? So you definitely want to do certain things when it comes to this stuff. And these are the little things that you don't know until you actually get into a deal. You know what I'm saying? Some of this stuff, you can train and train and train forever, but you never take action on it. You'll never know some of this stuff. Like the stuff I'm talking about right now. You definitely want to get that there. Let's see what I got here. All right. Let's see here. So that's what I would do when it comes to negotiating a lockbox on the property. No, I was talking about the person who wanted to file the memo. Oh, okay. But yeah, for that person that says Facebook user, go down into the description of this video you're watching right now. It says I'm streaming live on StreamYard. Click that link so we can see who you are, so we can see your pretty mug, because I don't know who he is. How many due diligence days do you give a buyer on a contract? Okay. Due diligence days. I don't try to give them any due diligence days, to be honest. I try to let them go look at the house that day. Bring your contractors, bring your cousin, bring your brother, bring your sister to go on at the property. Whoever you need to bring with you, take them on out there and do your due diligence before you put my property under contract. Because see, when they go into contract with me, they've already did all their inspections. I would prefer not to have it under contract with somebody until they've done all the due diligence that they want to do, so that when they lock it up with me, we get that non-refundable to make sure they act right. Because see, once you start doing too much, you put it under contract with an end buyer, they be out shopping your deal just like you're out shopping the deal. Now you got a daisy chain that formed out of nowhere. And I don't want that. When I deal with an end buyer, I want to be sure I'm dealing with an end buyer on a property so that they actually going to put, say, $5,000 non-refundable on a property, or whatever number they put down, $2,000, whatever. We want that to be non-refundable, and we want to make sure that they've already done all their due diligence prior to doing it. Does that make sense? I don't want them locking it up tomorrow. I'm going to lock it up, and I'll let you know if I'm going to take it in 15 days. Oh, hell no. I've been sold it 3 times in 15 days. Cash buyers on, and that be in the proper position when you're negotiating these types of deals. Let me see what's going on here. I wonder where Andy is. She really is gone off the face of the earth here. I never seen nothing like that happen before. That's weird. So let me see here. Yep. All right. So hopefully that helping you out there. So we are streaming live right now on Periscope at Chris Monroe Show. We're streaming live at Chris Monroe STL on YouTube. We're streaming live in the Woke Real Estate Investing Group on Facebook. And we're streaming live on Facebook as well. So give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, and give it a share if you care. What's up? What's up? Cali Cola in the building watching on Periscope. The Periscope fam. I guess it's going to make a bounce back one day. You know, they're kind of falling down, but it looked like it's trying to creep back up since they added that 3-person call-in feature on Periscope. Paperwork. That's right. The paperwork makes that paperwork. You got to get your stuff right. Definitely. Any other questions I can answer for you here while we're patiently waiting for 30 minutes now? I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know. We might have to redo it at a different time or something. I never seen nothing like this before. Weird. So let's see what we got here. Good evening, Jarvis Reynolds. How you doing? Watching on Facebook. Good to see you. Having trouble putting a lockbox on a property. I got it under contract. No earnest money. Well, if you have a property under contract, what do you mean you're having trouble putting a lockbox on it? If you have a property under contract, legally you have equitable interest. I'm not an attorney, by the way, so make sure to check with your estate. But in reality, you have this property under contract, which means you have equitable interest in the property, which means you are a part owner in the property, which means you really don't even have to ask them about putting on a lockbox if you want to be technical. Like I said earlier, when it comes to this legal stuff, you know, it's kind of technical sometimes. And, you know, if I'm an owner in a property, I can put a lockbox on it. I would just go put it on there. How are you having trouble putting one on there? Just go put it on there and put the key in and make another copy. What I always suggest too when it comes to that, put your lockbox on the property, have you an additional key, maybe with you, and you can even make an additional key and leave it somewhere else on the property in case you send somebody over there to see it and they lose the key, lock it inside the house, or do some other crazy wacky stuff, because you don't want to have your only key in the lockbox. Be smart. No problem. Sean Gavin, doesn't an LLC protect your properties from lawsuits? Well, an LLC can protect you as an individual from being sued. It's a layer of protection. So if you have your property titled or deeded in an LLC, that gives you a position underneath that LLC. So if something happens to the property, the LLC is responsible, not you as an individual, because an LLC is its own entity. You do understand that, right? So a limited liability company is its own entity, its own corporation, its own body of being, not you. Your LLC is its own. That's why people say to make other entities, not you. Own nothing, but control everything. Make sense? Own nothing, but control everything. So yeah, it doesn't protect you from a lawsuit. It insulates you as an individual, as Sean Gavin, from being sued directly and going after everything you own individually. It can only go after the assets of the LLC. That's why typically if you're going to put a property in the LLC, you put one property per one LLC. Although I don't put my properties in LLCs, period. I put mine in trust. Can you see me now? Oh, that was Chris. That was you all that time. Chris Jackson, what up, though? I didn't know that was you. Now I can see you. Let's see. What's up, Nina? How you doing out in California? So I don't know what we're going to do with this thing here. I'm thinking she's going to come on eventually, but I don't know if I can reach her for some reason here. Let's see here. Where do you park your prospects that are skipped but not a prospect yet? Where do you park them? On a spreadsheet, preferably inside the dialer, preferably inside of some system that we can contact them. Because you got a spreadsheet with your name and all that stuff wherever you got a list from. I would actually, after their skip trace, meaning we got their phone number and their email address already, it's not really parked. It's being actively called. It's just you can put it in a Dropbox in the cloud. You can put it on Google Drive. You can put it in anywhere in any one of those type of services if you want. It's totally up to you. So hopefully that helped you out there with that. Let's see what's going on here. Let me see something. Let's see what's going on. All right. So I see somebody just subscribed to there. They hit that JV, the 31996, hit that up. So let's see here. Any other questions y'all got for me? Lead yet? Was that part of another question you asked or something? I don't know. What do you mean by lead yet? Oh, where you put your prospect yet? Oh, okay, that's part of that question. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, so that's what I would say. Put them in a dollar. Put them in something to where you can actually, um, you know, get a way to contact these people. You want to be able to speak to them. You got to reach out to them some type of way. Whether you're going to call them, whether you're going to text them, whether you're going to email them, whether you're going to go and knock on that door. You got to do something. You got to reach out to them and see, one, do they even want to sell? Two, what is their situation? How you can help them? Three, what is their condition of their property? And then four, that timeline that assess motivation. So you definitely want to check that out. Quickly as possible, screen them, disqualify people quickly. If they talking crazy, hey, the house worth 200,000 and I want 230 and I want all cash now. Well, I'm probably not the buyer for you. Just being honest with you. Straight face. You can't buy every house you find. And you can let them know that. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people feel like they gotta try to buy every house. Every house cannot be bought. If the seller's not being reasonable or there's no way to create something creatively, it's just simply probably not a deal. Water off a duck's back. What's up, Reese? I've got some cash to play around with, and I'm thinking about dabbling in real estate. I'm a trucker, and I don't have time to make calls and send letters, advertising, etc. Where do you go to find some inexpensive properties that are ready to purchase? Well, there's a couple of places you go to get some properties that are ready to purchase. You can actually contact local wholesalers. You can contact some local real estate agents that may come across properties in the market that you want to play and dabble in. Three, what I would say to do, if you know you really don't have time, you need to get with somebody like me that does this business full time. You want to invest, hit me up, Chris@wokerealestate.com. We can try to help you out and get you in the right direction as far as getting that money put to work. There ain't no shortage on money, it's a shortage on deals. So that's why it's so important to try to find out where the deals at. Can we buy a $300,000 house for $100,000? That's kind of stuff I'm talking about. But you gotta, do it. So shoot me an email, Reese, and we'll see what we can do. Chris@wokerealestate.com. That's my email address. Chris@wokerealestate.com. All right, let's see if we got any other questions in here. Sounds like no trust was built with the seller. Yeah, that can happen. No trust. Does a property have a tenant in it or something? Are you talking about my deal or are you talking about the one they did? Because we talked about 4 different deals here in different situations. For the property that I'm talking about, no, it's vacant. It's been vacant for 2 years. All right. I can change the locks. The owner wants to keep possession of the keys, and I suggest keep a copy made of what? I can change the locks. No, I wouldn't change the locks on the property without their permission. I'm saying put a lockbox on it. The owner wants to keep possession of the keys. I suggest I keep a copy and made copies of the key. Oh, okay. So yeah, so that copy of the key that you have, put that in the lockbox, or make sure you got another copy for yourself just in case they get lost, like I said earlier. So definitely want to do that. So you're good here. Any other real estate questions? What up? And I'm going to end it over here on IG, I think, because y'all been watching good enough. End it. And I don't know what's going on with Miss Jess Ask Andy. I guess she'll be coming back later or at another time, I guess. I don't know. Maybe she had a family emergency. I hope everything's okay. You never know. How important is it to have a good dialer? It's very important. If you want to touch a lot of people quickly, you want to, there's a lot of different dialers out here too. You got what? Mojo Dialer, Call To, Zen Call, IQ Dial, all these different companies and services. You have to do your research to try to figure out which one is affordable for your budget, which one is affordable for what you're trying to do. Is it only you calling, or are you going to have teammates or virtual assistants or VAs helping you as well with this dialing and cold calling? All of that plays into action. You want to have something where you can grow. You don't want to set your business up to be stuck at one lower level. You want to set your business up to where it can actually grow and be something great. Be great or be late. Andy fired. Yeah, I don't know where she at. I messaged her. I emailed her. I don't know. Like I said, it could be something going on. You never know. By the way, Chris, hello. Yeah. What's up? How do I say that? Jai or Guy? Miss Cruz. We'll do that. By the way, hello. See, I'm the stupid. Any other questions about some real estate? Yeah, so Chris at wokerealestates.com. That's my email. Chris at wokerealestates.com. Because, yeah, you down in Texas or something, right? I think, right, Reese? Didn't you move or something? I know y'all like to move around a lot. Everybody don't want to stay in St. Louis too long. The seller does not want me with the keys. Oh, I see what you mean. Well, why is that? That's, that's a problem. You know what I mean? To say we don't want you with the keys. Why not? I need access to the property. So they're going to come meet you every time you need to come over there. So this is how you position it. And this is a conversation you have with the seller, right at the time of the closing. After you've agreed on price, agreed on everything, they sign off on everything, everything's good, everything's kosher, right? So you hit them with, all right, so we're going to have to come back here, 3 or 4 times between now and closing. So what we normally do in a situation like that is we get a copy of the key, so then we don't have to keep having you come over here to open up the door. And you get a copy of the key. And if they object, no, I want to do that. So you really want to come back over here several times? We got to come over and do our inspections. It might slow us down on getting your closing done. I know you want to get your money right. I know you want to get this deal done right. See, that come back to closing and negotiations as well when it comes to that part. And that's all about positioning. So you're out of position somewhere in that deal to where they got that upper hand and say, oh, no, they don't want me with the keys. What do you mean you don't want me with the keys? You want me to buy the house, right? Something ain't right. I don't know why they don't trust you. Like Chris said a second ago, they may not trust you. What dollar do you use? So, yeah, we were using call twos. We switched over to IQ dial. And actually, if you want to get a list of all the services that I recommend and use every day in the business, all you got to do is go right there. WokeRealestates.com. WokeRealestates.com. Go to the marketing page, or when you go onto that page, it'll actually ask you, it'll say leads, or I want leads. And you can go right there and it'll show you a whole list of stuff to help you find leads that you could use. In fact, I can show you real quick right now while I'm waiting. I don't know how much longer we're going to be waiting. We might be wrapping this thing up if she don't come on here in the next few minutes. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Let's see, share. So this here is wokerealestate.com. WokeRealestate.com. As you see, there's a bunch of stuff up here. Contracts, marketing tools and resources. If you want to know more about the real estate training and coaching, upcoming events, you want to shop or you want to listen, that's a new page we just came up with for the podcast. And you can do that. You can go right here and listen to this full playlist with about 200 videos or so. If you want contracts, you just click right there. Give you the contracts and stuff like that. You're looking for leads, you just click right there, real easy. You're looking to get information about the coaching program, which I think we only have 1 or 2 slots left. You click right there. You want to shop for this cool hat like somebody asked about earlier, go right there to I want to shop, and there you go. So you got a bunch of information right here. You got videos and all type of stuff right on the website there. There's my first video I did back with Kong Lee, my guy. Back in 2018 when I did my first deal. Seemed like a long time ago. And so as you see, we got a lot of different stuff on here. And so this is just the home page here. And like I said, you just go on there, check it out, and go to any one of those pages. It has everything you need right there, a one-stop shop for you. That's wokerealestates.com. That's the website if you want to get information on that right there. All right, boom. So let's see if we have any other questions here. Good stuff. That's right, Miss Richardson. Good stuff. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Dialed. You be dialing. All right. IQ dial cheaper than gas money. Yeah, it's like $50 a month. It ain't even make sense. And it does a lot of stuff. It does everything. You don't even need Podio on them anymore after you do that. LaShonda buys houses. Are you tagging her? Yeah, you can tag people to this video if you think it provides any type of value to them. And let me try to call her one more again, even though I guess we might have to reschedule her to another time because that's wild. I don't know what happened. I'm going to call one more again and see what's going on with her because that's weird. That has never happened before. And usually I just started and a person will come in a little late or something, and then we're like, oh, yeah, we're good to go. But no, not this time. Didn't happen like that this time. Yeah. Any other questions or anything about anything real estate I can help you guys with before we do a plan B? A plan B and a plan C. Let's see here. So yeah, so like I said, if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share. You can follow me on all social media outlets at Chris Monroe STL. That's Snapchat, that's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's YouTube. Don't forget that YouTube with over 200 free real estate training videos, all on deck for you. Let me see here. Let me remove this altogether. Stop screen share. Yeah, I kept thinking, I'm like, that's the second window down there. I'm thinking that they jumped in here or something. Let's see what we got here. Call the leads on the E. Huh? Call the lead on the E. Call a lead. Oh, you want me to call that person who wanted to sell their house over in East St. Louis? You want me to do a live initial phone call with a seller? Let me know. Put in a 3 in the comments if you want me to call a live seller right now that just dropped the lead in on our website. Put in a 3 in the comments. That'll let me know you're serious. If not, I don't think y'all serious. Let's see here. Nope, I think I know everything now. Nah, you don't know everything. Nobody can know everything, especially in this real estate space. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff you got to know. I mean, you don't really have to know everything, but you need to know enough to get to the next step. We'll put it that way. It's enough to get to the next step. They're trying to make me call a fresh seller fresh on the thing. I know they're going to be talking crazy too, because they better not be talking those stupid numbers like, oh, I want 100,000. I want 400,000 for a house in East St. Louis. Not happening, buddy. Let's see what we got here. I see a few threes floating in. They say 3, 3. Angie say 3. Mike buys houses say 3. Dang, 3, 3. Look at all these threes. What y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to get me to do an initial call, huh? Okay, yep. Let's see what we got here. Barbara Shepard says 3. So y'all want me to call this initial call, huh? All right. So that's what I need you to do is share this video out. I'm going to call them in a moment. So let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can get them on the phone. So the information that I have about the property right now, let me see. I'm going to pull that up first so I can let you get a backstory before we call them. I don't even know how to get to the information. So many sites and windows open here. So this lead just came in like literally right before I started this live stream. Y'all trying to get your money's worth on this one, huh? Let's see. They might not answer the phone. You never know. So Mr. Tyrone, look like somebody out of town with a 318 area code. 318. What's that down in Shreveport, Louisiana somewhere? Or somewhere down there? That's a 318 area code. So they say here the property information. What kind of repairs and maintenance does this property need? Basic finishes such as cabinets in the kitchen, the basement door, and a finishing the floor. Is there anyone living in the house? Yes, owner occupied. Oh, okay. So this is the owner occupied property. Is this house currently listed with a real estate agent? No. How long have you owned the property? 8 months. 8 months and he want to sell already? Must be some bad stuff. I want to hear his motivation on why he want to sell. What is your ultimate goal with this house? Sell it and get something else. Do you need to sell your house fast? Yes. Best time to call? Anytime. All right, Mr. Tyrone. We're finna go on and give you a call. That's the backstory that I know about it right now. Let me get an information sheet ready. See, I'm always being prepared. You can get this sheet too on the website I just showed y'all, wokerealestate.com. Comes in a woke wholesaling package. So let me see here. This is over in East St. Louis. We're going to give them a call and see if we can lock them up. I don't think we're going to lock them up, but I'm just going to see what he's talking about. We'll put it that way. Okay, over here on 49th. East St. Louis. And you know you can't wholesale in East St. Louis or Illinois without a license after you do one. I haven't done one over there yet, so. How you don't know his zip code? That's the St. Louis City zip code he put in here. 63104. I know that ain't right, so we're going to leave that blank. All right, so let's see what this guy's talking about. Might be a great deal. You never know. Might Monroe, Louisiana, probably. Sound like it. Yeah. So we finna see what he's talking about. So let me pull up my dialer so we can dial this fella up. See if we can help him out. Let's see here. Like, share, and subscribe. Live seller call on the fly just for y'all. Where else you gonna get this at on a Monday night? Let's give Tyrone a call. Yeah, man, I call Tyrone. Let's see here. We're gonna call him from the main line. I got a bunch of phone lines, so and all calls will be recorded for quality and training. And let's give him a call.
Please press 1 to connect to 318-779.
318 Tyrone. Here we go. How you gonna not answer?
Have reached the voicemail box of 3187.
I'll give him one few moments here and try him again. So him and Andy don't want to answer. That's how your day go. But that don't mean to give up. Don't ever give up. Still keep pushing. You know, keep pushing no matter what obstacles come your way. Because there's always going to be something that's going to try to slow you up. But we don't care. Give him a few minutes, we'll call him right back. He only just messaged about it. Somebody might have locked it up already. Maybe not. They ain't that quick around here. Let's see, 318 area code. It say Shreveport, Louisiana on here. Uh-oh, somebody calling me right now. Oh, no, they're not. Somebody calling out. That's somebody calling outbound in our dialer. See, we got so many moving parts. I have to be looking at stuff like, dang, what's all going on? So somebody else calling somebody out right now, doing a follow-up call with somebody. Let's try this guy one more again. Dang, Andy don't answer. He don't answer. Nobody answering today, huh? Everybody acting like they got the Rona. Let me try this again here. Main line, right? Call.
Please press 1 to connect to 3187.
Never give up.
You have reached the voicemail box of 3187.
I don't know. That's weird. At least he can call back. Unless they doing something. They said call anytime. That's what they said on their thing, on their lead thing here. So while I wait, let me see something here. Let's see what they say this house is supposed to be worth. A quick search to Zillow says the Zestimate is worth. Oh, that ain't a bad looking house. It says worth $32,000. Let me see. You want to see what the house look like? Hold on. I don't know about this. I gotta change it because I got the address on here. I can't show the property, but oh, there we go. Nope, still gonna show my thing. Oh, there we go. Boom, do that like that. Now I can show you the picture of the house, let you see what it look like, without disclosing any other information, because you know they got some sharks out here. So there you go. That's what the house looked like back when it was on the MLS. That ugly brick house. What can you do with that house? At least it's a brick house. You see it's got damage and stuff on it. He said he only owned it for 8 months. So what's that? He bought it in what? Would it be October or something? October, November time frame. He bought it 8 months ago, and this is what it looked like back then. And it only had one picture. What are you doing buying a house for that kind of money? Actually, let's see what he did pay. Let me go look on that part. Take that off. I don't want you to see the addresses and stuff. You know, they be trying to snipe you. I don't think nobody will snipe you, but I ain't gonna give you a chance either. Stay woke or wind up broke. Okay. He bought this house. Oh, there's houses over there selling for the 50s for $53,000, $57,000. One sold for 14,000. One sold for 15,000. One sold for 45. One sold for 13. Dang, how'd I do that? Open up the window by accident. So yeah, that's some cheap houses over there. 13,000 for a whole house. That's what it sold for on another house. I don't know what he bought it for. Oh yeah, I see on here. Last sold price 3,900. So he bought this house for $3,900, and he wants to sell it to me. Now I don't know if I'm gonna be the buyer or not, but if you sell it for me for what you got it for or less, we might can work something out. $4,000 is what he paid for this house. Gotta love East St. Louis, baby. I knew it wasn't worth that much when he put it on the thing. I knew it wasn't worth much. So I'm gonna try to call him one more again, and then I'm giving up for the night. These people that sat up here and completely ignored me. They ignored me tonight, y'all. Can't win. Yeah, can't win. I can win regardless. I'm already won. I won when I woke up this morning. One more time for Mr. Tyrone or whatever his name is. Let's see if we can get him to answer. I feel like I'm cold calling, even though it's a lead that came to me.
You have reached the voicemail box of.
So we're gonna go ahead and leave him a message this time.
At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, Tyrone, this is Chris giving you a follow-up call in regards to your house you're looking to sell. We are definitely looking to buy, so we just want to get in contact with you. Feel free to call me back on 314-279-4922. Now, you can text me on this number or call. Either one is perfectly fine. Call me or text me back. Again, this is Chris, and I hope to speak to you soon. Have a great day. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. So that's weird as hell. He just messaged about an hour ago. Now they want to disappear off the face of the earth. Maybe they going to work. Who knows? Everybody ain't off work from the Rona. So if y'all have any other questions or anything, time to put it in before we wrap this thing up for the night. Got questions? Ask now. Let's see what we got here. Miss Cruz, I have a question. You don't leave a voicemail till you give you a call back. Why and why not? I usually don't want to leave a voicemail. I want to talk to him. I'm not trying to leave a message. I want to speak to him. So that's why I called him 3 times, and then I finally did leave him a message. I can also, what I would suggest in situations like that is call multiple times. They still don't answer, leave a voicemail, and then send a text message as well as a follow-up. Say, hey, yeah, I just tried to call you. Call me back when you get a chance. Chris, or whatever. Something simple like that. We're interested in buying your house. I'm always using those words of buying because, a lot of people say, oh, I'm interested in your house. Interested may mean that I want to list your property. Interested may mean I want to rent your property. Interested may mean a whole bunch of stuff, but I always say specifically, I want to buy your house. We're looking to buy. Are you looking to sell? I'm your buyer. I'm your huckleberry. So let's see what we got here. Any other questions or anything before we roll, y'all? I don't know what's going on with these people tonight. I guess it's the last Monday of the month, so people start acting weird. So don't forget, I guess we're gonna try to have to bring Miss Andy back on another time. And next week, I'm sure we won't have that same problem. We'll be on with Mr. Antonio J. Edwards. We'll be on with Antonio J. Edwards next week. Oh, there's a call coming back. There's a 318 number. We're ready. Let me get this off the screen here. Hello, and thanks for calling. Hey, how are you?
All right.
Yeah, this is Chris. Yeah, so I was calling you. I know you have put in a form on our website saying that you were interested in selling your house. Is it still available?
Yeah, it's still available.
Great. So tell me a little bit about it.
I've been doing some rehab work. I pretty much updated the plumbing, the wiring, I redid the living room. I redid the bathroom. I put a woman's bathtub in it. I put a new cabinet, vanity in the bathroom, a new toilet. I got to finish doing the lighting and taping in the bathroom, and doing the floors, laying the finishing floors, and I laid the finishing floors in the kitchen and for the cabinets. So I completely gutted the house and redid.
Oh wow! So you've been working on it already. How long have you been there?
I bought the house back in October. But see, the thing is, your neighbors, I buy a whole lot of cars, and the neighbors like keep calling in on me because I didn't have too many cars in my field. So I'm trying to establish how I can buy something up to more land.
You say the neighbors are complaining about you having too many vehicles in the yard?
Yeah.
Well, how they gonna complain about that? That ain't their house. What, they told the police on you or something?
No, they just got a code and stuff like that. And like I do have quite a bit of code, but that's what I do. I have code, so it'd be like spraying you off full of code and cars in the back and on the side.
So it sounds like you almost need a parking lot or something.
Exactly. That's what I need. I've been picking up for a parking lot.
Right. And so, how many bedrooms and bathrooms is it here?
It's 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and a full basement.
And a full basement. Is that a walkout basement?
What you mean?
Like there's a door to go outside of the building from the basement, or you got to go in through the house?
Oh no, it's the door. It's a back door and it's a basement door.
Okay. And so
we have a back porch on it, a back deck porch, and the front of it has a walk home to left porch, like sun porch.
Okay, great. And so when it comes to repairs, what kind of repairs are still needed on the property to make it, pretty much updated?
Basically the finish touches. I need to replace windows. Let me see what else needs to be done first. Basically like sand the floors down and polish, stain them and polish them, and basically put the kitchen cabinets in and the kitchen floor, the bathroom floor.
Oh, okay. So like flooring. And you said you're still living there, right?
Yeah, I'm actually up in the right now.
Oh, okay. Great. So I mean, it sounds like it's a pretty decent house. I mean, you thought about just like keeping it and renting it out or something like that? Have you thought about just keeping it and renting it out or something like that?
Yeah, but I don't even want to headaches of I have to deal with these people, or even have to deal with this property. I'll be like then there's multiple taxes I have to pay because I'm planning on buying a four family flat, so I'd rather not have all the taxes I have to pay on the army.
Right. That makes sense. I can understand that. I mean, have you thought about just go ahead and like listing it with a real estate agent or something? You can get like top dollar for it then, right?
Yeah, I mean I probably could, but I mean like I just don't want like something bad.
Oh, all right. So what's more important to you, getting a quick sale or getting the price you want?
I mean, depending on what the price is, that's the quick sale because the quick sale, if we're going for a reasonable price, then I rather the quick.
Right. I know that's right. So, what do you think the house is worth when it's all fixed up?
When the house all fixed up, it's worth probably like 60,000.
50 or 60,000. Oh, okay. And so, what were you trying to get for it now? If you were to take a cash offer on it, what would you take?
About 8,500.
You say how much? 8,500. So 8,500. And where'd you come up with that amount from?
Just based off of I just want a little bit of my money back. I didn't update the wiring. I just put a new hammer in the glue meter box and the various amounts that I put into it, but when I bought it, I'm gonna come out of street law.
Right. I can understand that. And so you got that there. You say you've been there since about October. And so if we were able to work out everything, how soon would you like to close?
So immediately.
Immediately, huh? Say, how quick can it be?
We can get it done tomorrow.
So you ain't playing around. Okay, so that's good. So let me see what I got here. Let's see here. I got all of that. You say you want about 8,500 for it. And then what about like the roof? How old is the roof on the property?
Oh, the roof is actually like 5 years old. The roof had just got put on before I bought the house.
Okay. Has it been given any type of like foundation issues or anything like that?
No, when it rains, the water does not go in the basement.
Okay. So you say you updated electrical and updated plumbing. Was that stuff done? Did they pass it by code already, or you just did the work in house kind of thing?
They passed it by code.
Oh, okay. So you do that kind of work though, huh?
Yeah.
I know that's right. Okay, cool. So let's see here. Is there window units or AC units or window units?
Yeah, it's window units.
Window units.
I actually have a furnace for it, but it can come with the house. It's just not hooked up.
So the furnace is not hooked up as well. Okay. So I got that there.
I have a no furnace for the house.
Right. So let me see here. And you think you want to get about 8,500? I don't know. Let me see here. And you think fixed up? How much you think it would take to get everything fixed up to finish it up? The things you didn't do.
About another 35.
35,000.
No, 3,500.
Oh, 3,500. Let's say 35,000.
Yeah, no, it's not that much difference.
Okay, great. Let me ask you this: would you consider taking a monthly payment for it until you were paid off in full?
Depending on what it is, yeah.
Okay, so I'll definitely get you some information on that. Because usually we can usually get close to the price you're asking, with situations like that. Just depends on the deal, but I'll get you some information on that. So what I'm going to do now is run some comps or comparable home sales and see, what the houses in the area sell for, so I can figure out what if we can do the offer that you want or something close to it. And I'll give you I'll call you back here within the next 24 hours. Is that okay?
Okay, that's fine. So what y'all would give me like a certain down payment and then monthly payments on the rest?
Depending, yeah, I'll get you more information on it. I'll send you an email. I just need to do a little research first because we structure these deals, these creative type deals, in all different types of ways. So let me see here. In fact, so you said you would consider something creative. Well, we usually buy, but nothing. When it comes, I'm sorry, what's that?
So do you guys sell houses too?
We buy and sell houses all over St. Louis. That's correct.
Okay, so can you send me some listings of some properties that y'all have in St. Louis?
Yeah.
In Missouri.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, all of our properties are on the Missouri side. So yeah, I can send you some information on some properties you can look at. You looking for something that need to be fixed up, or you want something move-in ready?
It needs fixed up, but I want a brick structure.
You want to add value to it by fixing it up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what I like to go in and do my own finishing and have it happen the way I want it, not like pre-done and somebody else do it.
Right. That makes sense. Okay, and so in regards to us structuring something creative with it, we usually buy with nothing down. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then so you said you wanted 8,500 for it. Let's see here. Is that the best you can do on a price?
I mean, if y'all work with me on the house, then I can work with y'all on my house. Like, so if y'all would take monthly payments and purchase and like we can get a good down payment on something, then we might be able to work on it.
Right. Your house is free and clear, right? There's no loans or anything like that?
No, I got pictures in my hand.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, we got that, and you're really flexible on it. So like I said, let me do a little research first so I can figure out what the house is valued at, and you know what we can offer and what we can do, and I'll get back with you here within the next 24 hours. Did you have any other questions or anything for me before I let you go?
Nope. That'll be it.
All right.
I'm waiting on the email from you with the properties that y'all have.
Yeah, I'll send you that information as well. That's no problem. All right, Tyrone, thank you for your time. Like I said, we'll be back with you soon. All right, thank you. Got a baby in the background. All right, what do you think about that call? What is the good, the bad, and the ugly about that call? It's not really scripty. Did I sound scripty, or did I sound like I was just having a conversation with a person, like a human? Be yourself in your own way, but get your questions answered at the same time. Let's see here. He's trying to lock you up, Chris. Damn it. That's exactly what it is. That's called motivated. But, you know, this is over here. I already know it's in a rough area. You know, East St. Louis ain't the easiest place to sell a house at. I'll tell you that. You got to get it right or it ain't going to work to buy a house or sell a house. So I got to buy it low enough to where I can do something with it. So, you know, I don't know. I got to, like I said, do a little more research on it, see what the houses go for. We see they go for about 40 to 50 over there. We see that. I mean, he said he would consider terms, so I would rather do it on terms. Why do a cash deal when we can do outright terms and just make them a monthly payment for a period of time, depending on the situation. But he was trying to mix up buying a house from us, and I'm like, nah, we don't want to put that together like that. Those are two different eagles, two different branches of the same eagle. Two different birds, two wings of the same bird. So that's how we're gonna do that. What did you think about that call? What's up? So yeah, this what I'm going to do here is send them back a email offer, multiple offer strategy, and I have the template for that in the Woke Real Estate Investors group. If you haven't joined that already, you're asleep. If you want to get the template for that, to actually, you know, you just have to edit it and make your own offer from there. You know, right there, the Woke Real Estate Investing group. Check that out in the files section. You'll see that there's a template in there that you can actually get that going. So that's what I'm going to do with this particular deal now. Do a little research and send them over an offer. Did you guys have any other questions or anything before I get up out of here and do some more woke stuff? Don't forget, this video is being brought to you by WokeSkipTracing.com. Find phone numbers and email addresses in a snap for as low as only 15 cents per match. Not per search, per match. WokeSkipTracing.com is the website to get them phone numbers and email addresses for these people that you don't know their number. You just saw their house and you look them up and say, let's see who owns it and let's see who want to sell it. Stuff like that. So that's how we're going to do that. So y'all got a live call. Y'all squeeze a live call out of me. Y'all getting good at this stuff, man. Getting good at this stuff, man. Would you educate him on investing? Sure would. Because I don't know if he knows what he's doing or not. I would love to, you know, I would educate him on it. You know, it's a lot of information out here. I would send him to wokerealestate.com and tell him, go learn all you can about this business. You know, it sounds like if he's going to get anywhere near that, he did good. I don't know if he spent a lot of money on repairs or what it really needs. He said it don't need much, but, you know, we'll see. Long as somebody else is willing to live in that house, because I ain't. Appreciate what you're doing, Chris. Appreciate you doing the call. Very helpful. Definitely like a conversational approach. I don't want to sound so scripty, like, hi, I am Chris. Do you want to sell your house? I want to buy your house. I am a buyer. I cash buy. Buy. No. You want to sound like a regular person and get your questions answered. Really that simple. And it was just basic information, because I'm going to have to trust but verify all of this anyway. So I'm going to have to check out everything he told me. I hear a lot of talk about being illegal to market a property that you don't own. What's the best and safest way to market without a cash buyer? Great question, King Edward. I don't know if you were on in the beginning here, but when you put a property under contract, you have something called equitable interest. And even in our contracts, it says in there, we have the right to market the property. They agreed that we can market the property. It says it right in our paperwork. So it's not illegal if you do it the proper way. Now, there are ways to do things that are illegal. And once again, I will remind you, I am not an attorney. Check with your state. But general business law, contract law. If you have a property under contract, you are a principal in the deal, you can market that property. So, that's just straight answer I can give you. So the only way it's illegal is if you like, I just talked to that person. Oh, I know he want to sell. I'm going to start marketing this property, but I don't have an agreement between me and him. Now that would be illegal. I don't have an equitable interest. I don't have a contract with me and him agreeing on a price, agreeing on terms, agreeing on something before I start marketing his property. Does that make sense? That's the biggest thing. You got to get it under contract before you start marketing a deal to somebody else. You cannot sell other people's houses for them. That would be you operating as a licensed real estate agent or a licensed broker without a license, and that can cause you some problems. So that's why we operate as an individual or as an entity that actually invests in property. We're the buyer. They're the seller. They agree to sell us the house. We agree to buy the house. We have all the disclosures and stuff and say that we are going to market this property. We're going to put a lockbox on this property. We're going to do all this stuff, says it right in the paperwork. It's not illegal at that point. So there you go. Hopefully that'll help you out, King Edward III. Good question. So yeah, that's good there. All right, so I'm about to get up out of here and do some more woke stuff. I guess we'll figure out what's going on with Just Ask Andy and put her on another time because we missed it. At least you got a little bit of value for tonight. Hopefully this video helped you some kind of way. Like I said, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Give it a like, give it a share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Subscribe and stay alive. Let them know. All right. And like I say, follow me on all social media outlets at Chris Monroe STL. That's Snapchat, that's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's YouTube. Don't forget that YouTube, all that's ready for you. And if you're looking for more leads than you can even handle, check out wokesource.com. That's a free 7-day trial to PropStream. Go to wokesource.com. That gets you full MLS data nationwide. You can find expired listings, active listings, absentee owners, vacant property, and all the other stuff that goes along with finding out and structuring deals where you can get them from motivated sellers, whether they're going through a divorce, whether they're going through a bankruptcy, all those types of lists, baby mama drama, all that stuff. Is such as child support. Wokesource.com. That's the place you want to go for that. And you know about the woke skip tracing to get those numbers and email addresses. And wokerealestate.com is the one-stop shop for everything. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Key. Good to see you before you seen me. All right. So I'm about to roll, y'all. All right. We're going to try it again on the next one. Do what you do. Oh, before we do what you do, tomorrow night, I forgot. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're doing the Hootie's House Buying Club stream simulcast with Rich Groves. It's a nationwide Zoom meetup that we do each and every other Tuesday. Every other Tuesday, 6 p.m. Tomorrow night is the night for that one. If you want to be added to the Zoom call, all you got to do is go to stlviplist.com and add your name and information, name and email address. That's STL VIP list, or just shoot me a message and I'll get you the information for it. That's tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, the Zoom real estate virtual meetup where you can come in, network, and talk to other people, ask questions, all that type of stuff. And we're doing that tomorrow night with Rich Groves and the Hootie's House Buying Club. All right. And just like Angie just said, do what you do, be who you be. And I'll see you before you see me. Peace.
And we have. And we have. And we have. Mr. I Stay. Whoa, 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 whoa. And Mr. I Stay.
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by WokeSkipTracing.com. Look up phone numbers and email addresses with ease, with pricing as low as only 15 cents per match, not per search, per match. If there's no number or email address, you don't pay. Get accurate data in just minutes. WokeSkipTracing.com. That's WokeSkipTracing.com.